Welcome to Rivalry Week, presented by Wendy's. It's the hot Tennessee Volunteers, winners of 5 in a row, here at Rupp Arena tonight to take on the Wildcats. You're watching the SEC on ESPN. The Volunteers have already defeated the Cats once this year, trying to sweep the season series from this youthful Kentucky team. For more on the Cats, let's send it to Allison Williams.
To express some concerns with his young team after that Missouri loss. Said he's doing everything he can to get them to come together and play together. And he also had a call to action for the Kentucky fans, saying he needs them to be at their best from tip to finish tonight, and that in the final 8 minutes, they better not be in their seats. They're getting ready to go. Our own Dick Vitale is as well. Dick, what do you expect from this Kentucky team and the Kentucky fan base?
You know, they got beat last time they played Tennessee, so I expect them to play chip on their shoulder. Whenever you count John Calipari out, these teams respond like they did when they blew out Louisville, they beat West Virginia. I think they're going to play really with a lot of emotion, intensity, and the crowd, I think they're going to be fired up, right?
John Calipari can't get them fired up. You know Dick Vitale will.
Man, I turned my back on him for 1 second, and he's gone. Better get the Vitalian Stallion back there to start the game. We got Tennessee. We got Kentucky. Don Daly, Byron Jarrett, Lee Castle, the officials. Packed house here at Rupp Arena. Tennessee 7-3 in the conference. Kentucky 6-4. And it's the Wildcats with the first possession of the game. At the point, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander had a 30-point effort last week in an overtime win here over Vanderbilt. They'll kick it inside to Nick Richards. These two teams met in Knoxville. Tennessee victorious by 11 in a game that Kentucky led in the first half. But then a combination of P.J. Washington coming up with cramps in his leg. He left the game in the second half, and the Volunteers just blew the doors off of the Cats in the second half.
Well, second half, they really dominated. They shot the ball really well, and Grant Williams dominated on the interior. Yep. They had no answer for him, Dan, down in the low post.
Welcome back. I was worried you weren't coming back here tonight. Shot clock running down. They get it off. Can't convert. Ball's loose. Ball's still loose. And Kentucky gets another crack at it. Knox for three.
Tell you one thing. John Calipari had to like the effort right there. They won the 50-50 battle for the ball. Knox comes up the empty on the three. They shot 2 for 20 their last game against Missouri from the three.
A sophomore-dominated Tennessee team. Keep an eye on Grant Williams, number 2. Admiral Schofield, number 5. They both had big games against Kentucky last month. This is Kyle Alexander, and it's going to be a travel. Second turnover already committed by Rick Barnes' Volunteers. Meanwhile, for Kentucky, 5 freshmen. This is the way it's been all season long. And John Calipari this week trying to rally Big Blue Nation behind them. They're very young, and they don't have that Fox or Monk type guy that really everybody can just jump on his back and play behind him.
Also inside, they don't have a guy like Adebayo, who is absolutely super, playing really well now in the NBA with Miami. This is not a vintage Kentucky team, Dan. Let's face reality. They're in one and dones on that floor. The only one I see possibly is Kevin Knox.
Let's take a look at how tonight's teams are planning for success. Brought to you by Northwestern Mutual. Dickie V, your keys to the game.
Well, you know, you talk about the keys. Whenever you're looking right now at Kentucky, they better share the basketball. They better make sure that they get the ball to key people. As you take a look right here, when you look at Tennessee, they want to go inside, outside to be efficient with Williams and bring the ball to the perimeter where they can shoot it. The Wildcats want to share the basketball, something they have not been happy about. They're not getting any assists, Dan. They're not getting assists on field goals that are made.
Well, how about this? On the season, Tennessee has recorded an assist on 65% of its made field goals. That's 4th in the country. Kentucky, 50%, way down near the bottom.
In the last 2 games, it was 20-some% and 40-some%. You talk about Vanderbilt. They lucked out winning the Vanderbilt game. Really did. Vanderbilt helped them on a foul with 2 seconds to go, and then they put it in overtime.
And then Kentucky losing at Missouri on the weekend. Tennessee coming off a blowout win over Ole Miss on Saturday. Schofield misses the 3, and Washington down with a rebound for Kentucky.
Washington can be a very key player on the inside, neutralizing the ability of Williams.
Knox with a full head of steam turns it over. Tennessee looking to run. Jordan Bone. The follow, though, is good for Jordan Bowden.
I tell you, Bowden really did a great job hustling, getting in transition with the second effort. This is a very athletic, deep Tennessee team. I was impressed with them at the Battle of Atlantis when they beat Purdue.
Yep.
They beat North Carolina State, lost a tough game to Villanova.
I think they really opened up some eyes around the country. This is a team, hard to believe now, preseason media poll, 14 teams. They were picked 13th before the year. Now, mind you, Auburn was picked 9th, and here's Auburn #1, Tennessee tied for second right now.
Well, Auburn's number 8 in the nation, not only when you talk about #1 in the SEC, which I'll say this on record now, my feeling, and it doesn't mean I'm right, just my feeling, I think the SEC is the best conference, top to bottom, in basketball today. I really do. It runs in cycles, but I feel today the SEC is #1 in my mind.
Here's the preseason poll, and again, you know, it's been a wacky, crazy kind of season, so this kind of stuff's happening all over the place. But Tennessee 13. Now, they didn't have a good year last year, but all those freshmen from last year are sophomores now. And Rick Barnes really has a team that plays as a unit. They really play together.
They really do, both offensively and defensively. And I know one thing, they will not be preseason 13 next year.
Alexander lays it in.
He's a Canadian. He's from Canada. I see your face smile when he scored. Wow.
He's from Milton, Ontario, not that far away from where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's from. He's from Hamilton, Ontario.
Boy, basketball has really become big out there in Canada the last 10 years.
Wait till next year. R.J. Barrett going to Duke.
He's unbelievable.
3-on-2 Tennessee. A little bit strong on the three for Bowden. Kentucky still looking for its first field goal. And Diallo has it swatted away.
You know, Diallo, very athletic, could be explosive. But I look at that team in Kentucky, and it's no really knock on them. These kids are good college players. They're not NBA ready. There's just no way, shape, or form that those kids, other than Knox, and I'm not convinced that he's an automatic, Dan.
An automatic what?
Automatic to be a player in the NBA right away. I think he's going to take time, and I also think you got to be very careful of one contract and done.
Right. But you know, and I know, that some kids who shouldn't go will go.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. That's the sad part of it all. They all believe they're better than what they are. They listen to the wrong people. They listen to people out there feeding their mind with a lot of nonsense.
Subs for both teams. Quade Green into the game for Kentucky. Also, Wenyen Gabriel and Jared Vanderbilt. Gilgeous-Alexander swings it, extra pass, Green is open, and buries it.
That was really great basketball. John Calipari has to like the way the ball was reversed by Knox with a wide open shot. That's what he's talking about, sharing the ball.
Derek Walker in off the bench for Tennessee. Also, Yves Pons, a 6'5" freshman from France, number 35 in orange.
Tell you one thing, they go to their bench, Rick Barnes.
Yep. Bone steps in and misses the long two. Great offensive rebound by Walker.
Just out-hustle Kentucky on the glass there.
Well, you don't have to watch a lot of Tennessee to see how hard they play.
Well, that's been the trademark of Rick Barnes when he was at Texas, Clemson, Providence, wherever he's been.
Kickball. And our first media timeout of the game. 4.5 in, knotted up at 4 here at Rupp.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Boost Mobile and in part by Travelocity. Wander wisely.
That's all it is to add a line.
With unlimited gigs.
Well, then you're getting a line. And you get a line. Hey, you, what's your name?
It's Bill.
You get a line.
Switch to Boost and get 4 lines for only $25 per line, each with unlimited gigs. Plus, switch today and get up to 4 free phones.
If you could see your cough, you'd see all the sickness you're spreading. Robitussin CF Max. Nothing lasts longer and treats more symptoms for your cough, cold, and flu. Robitussin CF Max Severe, because it's never just a cough.
This Valentine's Day, give Ferrero Rocher. A whole hazelnut, dipped in smooth, chocolatey cream, wrapped in a crispy wafer, coated in milk chocolate, and covered in hazelnut pieces. Ferrero Rocher, Valentine's Day has arrived.
Do you feel that? That's the feeling of awe. and the sense of calm as it washes over you, leaving you to just sit back and enjoy. Let all your travel worries drift away thanks to 24/7 help with the Travelocity Customer First Guarantee. Travelocity. Wander wisely.
Number 9 Duke battles number 21 Carolina, Thursday at 8 on ESPN.
Welcome back to Super Tuesday on ESPN, presented by Boost Mobile. We are tied at 4 here with the first media timeout at Rupp Arena. The second meeting of the season between these two programs. They met in Knoxville on the 6th of January. Kentucky led in the first half, but then Tennessee, specifically Grant Williams, just took over in the second half. That's Alexander chipping in as well. But it was a lot of Williams after P.J. Washington had cramps in his leg, forced him out of the game. Admiral Schofield with the exclamation point. Tennessee outscored Kentucky 47-28 in the second half of that game. If Tennessee can win tonight, it'll be the first time since 1998-99 that they have swept the regular season pair of games from Kentucky.
Wow, I had a little bit here in those days, a little bit. But I'll tell you this, they won in 2006 here, last time they won here. Oh, look at this, right off the glass. Great performance that night by Chris Lofton. Great story. He was Mr. Basketball Kentucky. They didn't recruit him. Came here, career high, 31, 7 threes, and they beat the Cats in 2006.
That was Lamonte Turner, number 1 for Tennessee, in off the bench. He is instant offense off the bench for Rick Barnes. Also, James Daniel III, another guard who can score the ball, though he's been more of a facilitator for the Volunteers.
Well, he led the nation in scoring last year, and he transferred him out of where was it? Howard.
Yes.
Yeah, transferred from Howard.
Stolen away by Williams.
Got no rhythm right now offensively at all. When you look at Kentucky, they're not getting any rhythm at all. They're trying to pass the ball. They're trying to do things, but there's no real rhythm.
Rick Barnes feels Tennessee, the best chance for them, the thing they have to do is make Kentucky play 5-on-5. No transition, no easy buckets. But he likes their chances if they can make Kentucky play a half-court game.
Well, he likes the physicality of his team. See, that's one real problem right now when John Calipari talks about our club's not physical enough.
Now a chance to run. And Knox fouled by Turner. And Turner with a good foul to prevent a dunk and send Knox to the free throw line.
Right, going to put Knox on the line instead of giving him that jam, as you said, Dan. There's the contact. Knox has had some great games. At 34, I think you did the game.
At West Virginia.
Against West Virginia when he made that great comeback. Then he came back against Missouri, and he gets 5. Can't have that happen. Can you imagine Missouri? I was thinking about this the other day. If Mizzou had Michael Porter Jr., I think we would see them up in the upper 3 teams. He's that good. That good.
Yep. Schofield back in for Tennessee. Let's send it over to Allison Williams.
Well, Dan, you and Dick have mentioned how well Tennessee passes the ball, and I talked to Admiral Schofield and Grant Williams about the buy-in to that. They said it started over the summer when the team was playing in Europe. They could see on this Tennessee team how everybody can score, how much talent they have. And then facing those European teams and the way they use that ball movement, they realized how hard it was to defend. They said if you can get that defense moving, which was us, we realized that you can have some breakdowns you can take advantage of. The other thing that's inspired them, their love of soccer. They're both big FIFA fans. They said, we know in soccer you've got to pass the ball if you want to score, so we try and take that from the pitch to the court.
Tell you one thing, Allison, when I was out in the Bahamas, I was in a locker room before the game talking to Rick Barnes before they ever played. He said, Dick, we're going to be good. And I walked away and I said to myself, I think I'm Purdue tonight, man. Purdue's being rated high. I couldn't believe what I was watching. They won that game and did a great job at the end to win it. And since then, they have been really super. They've been one of the big surprises in America, along with Auburn's been a major surprise. You could say Clemson. You think about right now, when you think of Clemson, you think of Texas Tech's been a major surprise.
How about Ohio State?
Ohio State's been a big surprise.
Joey Brackett says Tennessee is a 4 seed right now. Turner pulls up for a jumper, and the rebound down to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander's had a real solid year. He's been a real catalyst for Kentucky, making big plays. Too much bounce to the ball. Got to get more player movement.
Sasha Kalia-Jones, he has to shovel it out of trouble. And again, they're not getting anywhere.
No spacing.
Yep.
Really no spacing. Only 15, 17 feet apart to create driving angles.
And now they're resetting with 5 on the shot clock. Diallo for 3. Tennessee will run when given the opportunity. Kentucky ball.
Both teams really sloppy. You know, when I look at Diallo, you see a kid with tremendous athleticism, as good as any. But remember they had a player here at Kentucky, Briscoe. Briscoe had a tough time shooting and couldn't make the transition to the NBA. And I look at Diallo and I wonder if we're seeing the same scenario, because really his shot has not gotten better. Has not gotten better.
He is tremendous in transition. When he's driving to the bucket, he's about as tough to stop as anybody.
Absolutely. He's got great bounce off the floor.
But it feels, and it's February, what is it, February the 6th? And even John Calipari said, quote, we're still tinkering. They're still trying to figure out exactly who they are right now.
Yeah, not tweaking like he did that one year. Don't tweak.
No,
he said tinkering.
Yeah.
He said tinkering with 8 games to go. Another turnover.
Good hands by Daniel. Schofield. Crowd wanted to walk. Alexander didn't get called for it. And Alexander with a slam.
Alexander gets the slam, but what a tremendous pass.
Daniel off the bench, averaging about 3.5 assists per game.
He did a great job. We dropped it on a dime, man. Take a look at that. He dropped that baby right to his teammate. Great vision, knew where he was. This is a good Tennessee team.
And I'm sure you would agree, there is zero it's Rupp Arena intimidation. There's zero of that with these Tennessee kids.
No, none whatsoever. In fact, they welcome the challenge. They welcome the opportunity to compete. This is one of the great places for basketball. I love coming here. I mean, it's the passionate fans. They're a little quiet right now. What did John say? His friend called up and said it's a little quiet in there?
It looks quiet when he watches on TV. I mean, the Vanderbilt game, it was quiet until the very end. Kalia Jones is fouled. The bar's been set so high that when they struggle, and by Kentucky standards, 17-6 is struggling, I'm not sure the fans know what to do with it here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point you made, Dan. You're so darn sharp. It's unreal. I think that he spoiled so many people with those incredible teams. You lined up and you think about the talent. If you put the talent together that he's had in the NBA as an all-star team, when you talk John Wall, and you talk about Cousins and Anthony Davis and Gilchrist, I mean, it doesn't stop. Booker, it goes on and on. They don't have those kind of people. They don't have that talent. That's a point that our guy Seth was trying to make. Greenberg, some people got upset. He was basically trying to say this is not a vintage talented Kentucky team as the past. Look how quiet they are. Look how quiet they are. Come on, man, this is basketball. You're Big Blue Nation. Cheer, get up there. Wow.
And look at the tweet that John Calipari, who's very active on social media, he's not like Vital active on social media, but he's on social media. He said he now wants people to kind of stick with this team. He wants help from the fans. He wants support. He wants enthusiasm. He wants noise. It feels like he thinks these kids need a little love and support if they're going to get where he wants them to go. Williams challenged and fouled by Kalia Jones.
Absolutely. I did a game the other day, Florida and Alabama. Really disappointed. Florida played a strong first half, defended really well, forced 14 turnovers. Second half, Alabama took total control. Avery Johnson's kids really took command. But the Florida crowd didn't respond when the kids needed them. And I said that during the telecast with Bob Wischusen. The Florida crowd was sitting there silent. That's when the team needs you. They need you when things are going tough.
1 of 2 for Williams, and the rebound down to Kentucky.
Either team is being very efficient offensively. Both are playing hard defense, sloppy, spacing, really poor. That's what Rick Barnes wants, 5-on-5.
Jared Vanderbilt, offensive foul. Williams stepping in to take the charge.
You know, another negative when you look at the offense in Kentucky, only 19% of their points come from the three.
1 point lead, Tennessee. Coach Cal is mic'd up. We'll listen in when we come back.
It's time for some straight talk.
Sign the contract and get a free smartphone. Oh, our lawyer does that every time I say free.
Those free phones from the big carriers actually lock you into a pricey long-term contract. Tricky, guys, tricky. With Straight Talk Wireless, you can own an amazing new iPhone 8 for just under $35 a month, no contract. Cancel anytime, no penalties.
Why haven't I switched?
Get high-speed data that never runs out with the iPhone 8 on America's best networks. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
Wendy's 4 for $4 just got better because now there's more variety with 8 sandwiches to choose from. So choose a 4 for $4 with a double stack, a crispy chicken sandwich, or any of these others, plus nuggets, fries, and a drink, all for just $4. So try all 8 and pick your favorite, only at Wendy's.
Emerge restored, fortified, replenished. Emerge every day with Emergen-C. Packed with B vitamins, antioxidants, electrolytes, plus more vitamin C than 10 oranges. Why not feel this good every day? Emerge-and-C.
I've got to say, I love the new place.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I took your advice and had Geico help with renter's insurance. It was really easy.
Easy? That'd be nice.
For help with chairs, say chair. For help with bookcases, say bookcase.
Bookcase.
I thought this was the dresser.
Isn't that the bed?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. For help with chairs, say chair.
Does this mean we're not going out?
Bookcase.
See how easy renter's insurance can be at geico.com.
We all got to enjoy this. The grind of this, just play. I love the ball movement. We create a shot, he makes the shot. Hey, you got to do the same with Wenyon. The same kind of deal.
So the two messages, enjoy this and keep moving the ball. John Calipari went so far as to say that he's going to view every pass as an assist. Obviously, he doesn't get scored like that in a real game, but he's just trying to think of any way he can to encourage his kids to move the ball a little bit better.
I talked to him on the phone today. He said to me, Dickie V, I'm going to give them a lot of love. I'm not going to scream at them. They're young. They need a lot of love, and that's why he wants the fans to really give them support. He liked the way Knox reversed that ball in that one possession.
Meanwhile, they're 1 of 9 with 4 turnovers so far tonight, but remarkably, they're only down a point.
Of course, Tennessee has not been efficient offensively. Doing a great job denying the ball to Grant Williams in this game thus far.
Battle on the inside, Williams and Washington just got called for a foul. Thursday night at 8 Eastern here on ESPN. It's college basketball's greatest rivalry and a sonic blockbuster. Number 9 Duke, number 21 North Carolina from Chapel Hill. All a part of Rivalry Week presented by Wendy's, and of course it is streaming live on the ESPN app as well.
Well, I'll be jealous, man, watching them too, because that is one great rivalry, the best of the best. There's no doubt about it. To me, Kentucky-Louisville is very good, but that is two teams that play each other twice, and they play in a conference. Usually it means something.
Give me your thoughts on those two teams, where Duke and Carolina are right now.
Well, Carolina's struggling right now, not playing up to their potential, and they really have had a difficult time defensively. When you look at Duke coming off that loss to St. John's was really a stunner. Mike said he didn't come to play. They were 0-11, St. John's. But you know what? Those are the kind of games sometimes you get the attention and you get the kids to understand. You may have been a McDonald's All-American, as the Duke starting 5 basically is, but you know what? Other kids can play too, and they play with a chip on their shoulder. If you get a 5-star player and on given night he places a 3 and the 3 places a 5, you got an upset.
Another turnover. Neither team looks good at all offensively tonight.
We got to credit defense, though. Both clubs really getting after it defensively, but the rhythm is just not there offensively.
Well, each team's coughed it up 5 times already.
You know, you like to have good spacing, and we don't see that.
Nice look, Gilgeous-Alexander to Green. Count it.
Nice play right there. The two Dr. Dandies, penetration, kicked it out, and Quade Green can make shots. He's a little streaky, but he can make shots. Played high school out in Philadelphia.
Building's woken up a little bit now.
Yeah, takes a little 3 to make it happen.
Double team on Williams. Fulkerson the kick. And a missed 3 by Turner leads to a run out for Kentucky.
Nice little penetration right there by Shea Gilgeous. There he is right outside Alexander. Gets Quade Green, and Quade Green converts. Gilgeous did a great job, Alexander, on that. Thanks for correcting me. That was a turnover.
You can put Gilgeous and Alexander into one name if you want.
Wow.
Yeah. Why don't you just call him Shea?
I'll call him Shea. Shea. Yeah. That's a good name, Shea. He didn't like that the first name. I mean, we get these names, man. I don't like more than one syllable. I'm not as bright as you.
3-point lead, Kentucky. More turnovers than made field goals so far in this one.
To me, I may be wrong to my feeling. This game is more important to Kentucky than to Tennessee. Would you agree?
Yeah.
At home.
I mean, they're coming off a loss there at home. They've already lost to Tennessee once this year.
Right. You don't want to get swept.
I'm not sure Rick Barnes would agree with that, but Williams from the elbow, no, and Knox skies for the rebound.
They're really keeping Williams very quiet. The last game, he had 17 in the second half. He scores in spurts.
That was after P.J. Washington left the game, had cramps in his legs. And Washington had really taken it to Williams in the first half, but with no Washington, Williams took over in the second half.
Tell you one thing, you talk about Tennessee, their last 3 games, it's been blowout city. What they did to Iowa State, at Iowa State, in the Big 12 SEC matchup, beat them by 23, 68-45. Then they blew out LSU, and then they really put the hurt on Ole Miss, 94-61. They've been blowing people out.
This year's the first year Tennessee's been ranked since 2010. They've been ranked for 10 straight weeks. And on the heels of this 5-game winning streak, they're up to 15th in the rankings right now.
They won in on the last 9. The only loss was in those 9 in Missouri.
They have played Auburn, played them back in January, and Auburn beat them in Knoxville.
Okay, Auburn, an amazing story. What a soap opera that has become.
Knox with a drive, baseline floater, no. And the rebound down to the Vols.
Defensive transition really big in this game for both clubs. Trying to get back defensively.
Tennessee shooting just 29%, 4 for 14.
Shot 71% against Mississippi in the second half. Not shooting like that here today. You got to credit that to Kentucky defensively.
Let's go to Allison Williams.
Well, guys, this Kentucky team felt like it had something to prove today. They were so disappointed after that loss to Missouri, a game they said they should have won because they knew they had better individuals, but they were not the better team. And that loss just hurt a little bit more. I talked to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said, we have to learn how to play together. He said, we're not selfish, but we look selfish when we're on the court. And we have to realize that we need each other if we want to win games. Hamidou Diallo said the same thing. He said the Missouri game, more than any other, showed us that we truly need each other to win. And they were on a mission to show tonight how much that game hurt.
You know, sometimes when these kids arrive here, based on their ratings out of high school, they're thinking of one thing. 3 letters, NBA, NBA. And then reality starts to set in, and many of them have a little different time psychologically dealing with that. You don't know if that affects them on the floor.
Well, they're saying the same thing that their coach is saying about them. They have to play more as a unit. But again, it's February. I mean, it's getting late.
Absolutely.
You know? And to be fair, the league is tough. The SEC is really good. There are no easy games in this league. Even Vanderbilt, which is just 2-8, could easily have 2 or 3 more wins in the league. 11 of the 14 teams are between 6-4 and 4-6.
Late I spoke to Mike Anderson a couple of weeks ago, and he had said it's back to the mid-90s when you had the great Arkansas teams and certainly Kentucky and Florida. Every game was a battle.
There's a battle right here. And Washington just got called for the foul, I believe. Or was he just out of bounds? No foul call. It's going to be Tennessee ball with 4 on the shot clock. They did not credit that as a change of possession. Kentucky never had possession, so the Vols have just 4. There's a look at the SEC RPI.
And the VBDI, the Fight Top Ball Dome Index, says that's pretty accurate. Pretty accurate.
Turner gets a shot off and knocks down a deep 3.
He can score. He can score off the bounce. He can score with the 3. They got a multitude of guards that they can play that can score.
And they don't have to play anybody too much. Williams leads them in minutes at 29 minutes per game. Then they got a bunch of guys, 23, 25. Rick Barnes has a lot of depth on this team.
Well, I read an article, Mike Wilson down there in Knoxville, about the fact that Williams are trying to pace him a little bit in practice because he's got a little back and hip problem.
They want to keep him out of foul trouble if possible. He is vital to their success.
You know, teams are going to really make Kentucky shoot that 3 ball. They're going to have to really prove they can make the 3 ball. And that was really their Achilles heel, as Al McGuire would say, in the game against Missouri. It's tough to win when you go 2 for 20. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And they've had a few games like that. Daniel keeping the dribble alive, now looking for help. Shot clock's at 4. And that was partially blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, poor job offensively. Good job by Kentucky. I like Gilgeous-Alexander. He's really versatile.
6'6" with a wingspan of 6'10".
You know, he didn't come here as a starter, but he has earned the right to be a starter.
Yeah. When Quade Green hurt his back, Gilgeous-Alexander took over, and he hasn't let go of the job. Now they turn it over. Tied at 12, and kind of a strange game so far here in Lexington. An SEC update on the other side of this timeout.
Mom and Dad got a new car with the extra third row seats. They think it's theirs. Look at them. They have no idea. It's not theirs. It's mine. Mine. Mine.
The new RX 350L with 3 rows for 7 passengers.
Are you excited about your baby sister coming?
Experience space for the unexpected with the Lexus RXL, part of the RX family. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
You may reveal. And the rain continues.
Ooh. As the Earl of Sandwich, I dub thee
the Sandwich.
Oh, well, Angelo.
There was a time when the next big thing in food was stuffed between bread. Now, the next big thing is the Capital One Saver Card. Earn 3% cash back on dining, 2% on groceries, and 1% on all other purchases.
What's in your wallet?
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-684-9831.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-684-9831. Or visit SoClean.com today.
Chris Goddard and Jay Will in studio. Let's go to Stark Vegas. Alabama and Mississippi State. Colin Sexton. Boy, he had a toe on the line.
That's why he's so dynamic off that ball screen. If you don't hedge up and force him to drive, he has the ability to knock down that shot from deep.
He's got 6 over on the SEC Network. Meanwhile, over on ESPN2, another SEC matchup. Arkansas up 5 on South Carolina. Dan, Dick.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. How about Saturday? Tennessee's at Alabama. SEC Network game, that's a big one. Here in this one, 13 minutes in, tied at 12. Some ugly shooting as we take a look at Joey Brackett's bracketology right now. Obviously, Auburn, Tennessee's got Kentucky securely in, and then a whole lot of 8s, 9s, and 10s. Teams that have to play well down the stretch to make sure they're comfortably in.
I'll tell you one thing. I saw Sexton last week. He is really a talented player.
Yeah.
Explosive, bounce off the floor, and he takes quality shots. He doesn't take bad shots.
Remember that 5-on-3 game against Minnesota?
Unbelievable, 40.
When the bench got thrown out and then another guy fouled out, another guy got hurt, and they played, gosh, I don't know how many minutes they played 3-on-5.
He ended up with 40.
Yeah, they got closer 3-on-5 because of Sexton. The immediate double team again down in the post, but a foul on Kentucky.
They're making it tough for Grant Williams to get any kind of look. He's a double-double machine, but he really can't get any lane to get to the basket. He's an excellent post player.
And that's the second foul on Washington. That is a big loss for the Wildcats.
Tomorrow also big day in college football, signing day. Wow, you and I never had that problem, right? Making decisions. I begged and pleaded for schools to want me.
Crowd just got to look at the replay, and predictably they didn't like the call. Here's Grant Williams, 6'7", 241, a sophomore out of Charlotte, averaging better than 16 points and 6 rebounds per game, and he's just big-time strong. When he gets good low position, you got to run a couple of defenders at him to have a chance.
He's really very physical on the inside, and it's tough to double him up because they have so many good perimeter players as well that he can get the ball out to. You know, I always get a kick when a kid says, oh, it's so tough to make a decision. You have 100 offers. Tough. It's tough like for me. I have no offers. Nobody wants you. And you're begging and pleading. I mean, these guys make me laugh. It's so tough.
You should all have such problems, right?
Oh, wow.
How about Kentucky? Amazingly, again, it's only a one-point game. Kentucky's made 2 field goals.
Oh, threes.
Yeah. They got 2 threes and 6 free throws. They only had 18 points in the first half against Missouri on Friday. They only got 12 so far here tonight. That 18 was the lowest in a half for Kentucky under John Calipari. And that's not Vanderbilt's game.
Well, you see, number one, when you look at the Kentucky players, right, very athletic, they dominated in high school. Their unbelievable speed, quickness, didn't have to shoot perimeter shots, didn't have to do the things fundamentally. They got away with that. They dominated. Not going to get away with it at this level.
Yeah. You know what they don't have a ton of, especially when Washington goes to the bench? A guy they can throw the ball to down on the post and just make a move. They've got a lot of long, athletic guys, but they don't have a lot of post players.
They thought the answer would be Richards, but doesn't have it yet. He needs another year of college. Some people are saying he was going to be a lottery selection. I cannot see that.
Been a while since there's been a basket made, don't you think?
It's really tough. That's why the fans are sitting on their hands right now, very quiet. But it's a close game.
Yep.
And that's why people want to see a close game.
Absolutely. 1-point lead, Tennessee. Knocked short. That might have been deflected.
Challenge shot.
Yep.
You want open shots. You don't want to take challenge shots. Too many kids hurt their percentage because they don't take quality shots. Rick Barnes, there he is. You know, sometimes divorce is good. You hate to say it, but it came a time at Texas that a change was good for Rick, and it became good for Texas as well. He did a great job there year after year getting him in the NCAA tournament. And remember this, he lost a lot of guys to the NBA, including one by the name of Mr. Durant.
Absolutely. Took him to the Final Four back in 2003. T.J. Ford, of course, the star of that team. 3rd year now in Knoxville. 652 wins overall for Rick Barnes in 31 seasons.
Nice pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Vanderbilt.
He makes things happen. Gilgeous-Alexander makes things happen. Good penetration. He understands how to play. A lot of the young guys there, they may be skilled and talented in terms of athleticism, but they don't have the savvy and the instincts yet how to play. Gilgeous-Alexander knows how to play.
Good ball pressure here by Green, and the crowd getting back into it again. Tennessee stymied at the offensive end, but only momentarily. A good feed from Daniel to Williams, and Williams back to the free throw line.
Daniel, real good penetration right there, but I think also keeping the ball too much to himself. Now watch this right here. Great look inside. I mean, that's Gilgeous-Alexander doing a super job finding the open player.
Second foul on Wenyen Gabriel will send Williams to the free throw line. And not sure what the officials are looking at, but Don Daly's got the headset on over the scorer's table.
I think he's trying to determine who committed the foul.
Yeah. The call was on Gabriel, 32 and white. Was it Vanderbilt or was it Gabriel? I mean, Vanderbilt might have gotten him first and Gabriel might have gotten him on the elbow. Now they're changing it from Gabriel to Vanderbilt. So it'll be Vanderbilt's second.
You know, he's a big-time rebounder. He missed a lot of action with an injury. Just became active a couple of weeks ago. He provides them a guy who can get on the glass, limited offensively.
Saturday afternoon on ESPN, we'll have another Sonic blockbuster for you. It is a big-time Big Ten matchup, Purdue and Michigan State from East Lansing. The Saturday Showcase game is presented by 5 Hour Energy and starts at 4 Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. Purdue has not lost since Utah.
Wow.
In the Bahamas, right? Back in November.
Unbelievable. I'll be down there with Bobby Shoes, and we're looking forward to that. Allison will be there as well. Should be quite a game, because it could also be for a #1 seed.
Yep. Purdue just has so much going for them. The two big guys on the inside, Carson Edwards at the point, Matthias who can shoot it, defend
Edwards
really
too.
well, Vince Edwards.
Haas has been playing great for them inside.
They got a lot of different weapons.
Well, Michigan State does as well.
Yep.
You know, there's been a lot of tension, a lot of pressure out there because of all this scenario, the horrific horrific situation there with the sexual abuse that took place.
A reverse for Williams.
Nice little play right there by Williams, getting the ball inside. He knows how to finish. Boy, what they used to have years ago before you, the Bernie Ernie show, man. Ray Mears, what a combination. Oh, nice play there, but you got to go up strong.
And the two-man game results in a foul, and Gabriel going to the line. First on Grant Williams. Big key tonight for Tennessee. Keep him out of foul trouble. So far, so good for the Vols. They actually win zone. Rick Barnes said he played 13 minutes of zone in the first game against Kentucky because he needed Williams in the game, and Williams was was hampered by fouls. He said since that game, he thinks he's played 3 possessions of zone.
See, I think a lot of teams with zone, just look at Rick on the sideline against Kentucky. I think if you get in zone them and make them have to shoot that perimeter shot, clam inside on them, jam it up, I think they really struggle. If you could take away that transition game.
One of 2 for Gabriel. The Vols with a 2-point lead. 4 minutes to go. Give it a very low-scoring first half.
I've been here a lot of years, Dan. 39 years. I'm from here often. Love this place. This is one of the quietest crowds I have seen in the years I've been here.
Schofield. Whoa! That'll raise the noise level here at Rupp.
That good block shot right there. Came over from the help side. Tremendous job. Had a good angle for that block shot.
Gabriel with the block. Richards coming back into the game only because of the foul trouble some of his teammates had. Gabriel for 3.
He's capable of giving them point production. He's a veteran player. He's been here. The crowd loves it. They're standing up. Big Blue Nation. Oh, Big Blue Nation. They got passion. They got feeling. They love their Cats.
Schofield gets the roll, and that quiets the crowd and actually sits them back down on their seats.
He's very strong as well. So they got strength physically on that baseline with Williams and certainly Schofield.
Absolutely. His older brother, former NFL player. Kentucky back on top. These two teams finally figuring out a way to make the ball go through the basket.
Got a little spin there on that layup.
Well, John Calipari asked for the crowd to support the team, to make noise. They're doing it right now. What a rebound. What a block.
Tremendous defensive play. He had himself a slam dunk. Oh, yeah, they're going to love that. They're going to love that. Good TO, baby. Good timeout by Barnes. That's what Calipari wants to see. Run, baby, run. Defend, be physical, block shots.
The block by Richards started it. The layup by Green finished it. And Kentucky's on an 8-2 run to take the lead here in Lexington.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Wendy's Hamburgers, made with fresh, never frozen beef. And Charles Schwab. Own your tomorrow.
Ron, something's going on at Schwab.
Oh, really? Thank you. Clients? Well, J.D. Power did just rank them highest in investor satisfaction with full-service brokerage firms.
Again. And online equity trades only $4.95. I mean, you can't have low cost and be full service.
It's impossible. It's like having your cake and eating it too.
Ask your broker if they offer award-winning full service and low costs.
How am I going to explain this?
If you don't like their answer, ask again at Schwab. Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management.
I know when I hand them the keys to their first car, it's going to be scary, but I also know that we're going to have USAA insurance for both my boys, something that they're not even going to have to think of. It's just going to be in the family. We're the Tennies, and we're USAA members for life.
What kind of SUV is that? It's a new Buick Enclave. Fits up to 7 people. Or poodles. He's actually a Bernedoodle.
We're home. Let's go.
That really makes it easy to unload all those little maniacs. Sure does. Hey, honey, we should get one of those and have like a ton more kids.
Love that. More kids.
Wendy, is that a new SUV? A new Buick Enclave.
Looks like everybody likes our new Enclave.
Introducing the all-new Buick Enclave. Tomorrow's SUV for today's family.
It's Saturday night, you know it's going down. San Antonio's in Oakland now.
Yeah, this feels ominous. Two teams full of confidence fighting for dominance over the conference.
Spurs, Warriors, Saturday at 8:30 on ABC. Presented by YouTube TV.
Chris Cotter, Alfa Romeo halftime report coming your way in a bit. Jay Williams and Seth Greenberg will join me. Previewing Duke and North Carolina. That one's coming up on Thursday. Also, slew of SEC games. We'll show you some highlights. Hey, they're starting to put the ball in the basket in this one.
You know, Kentucky, I'm all for them passing the ball and getting into their offense, but those guys are talented guys. Go and make plays out of your plays. I was asleep the first 16 minutes of the game.
I didn't even wake up.
The game was putting me to
Everybody
sleep.
in Rupp woke up as well. It's loud there now. That's where
Were you really asleep? You weren't asleep.
Dan and Dick Vitale. We'll see you at the half, guys.
Jay Will was asleep. We couldn't. He said he fell asleep watching this.
Oh, well, and Jay Will, you never fall asleep on me. I'm insulted. I'm affronted. You better send me and call me with an apology. I don't expect anybody to be bored and asleep when I'm doing a telecast. I hope he understands that. I'm going to use my rank. Oh, I'm upset, Dan. I'm upset.
You just did pull rank on.
Hey, Kentucky, 350 out of 351 schools in terms of shooting the three effectively percentage-wise. 90% of their points come from the three, and that's 350 out of 351.
Tennessee's a very good three-point shooting team, but they're only 1 for 9 tonight.
Yeah, struggling shooting the ball. Well, Kentucky's playing tough defense.
That's a tough shot. Fadeaway turnaround by Admiral Schofield.
Yeah, he was challenged on that shot, too. I was ready to say, bad shot, bad shot. He was really challenging. I'll tell you one thing, they've contained Knox so far in this game. He's going to be more movement without the ball. He stands around too much. I think
Knox you're talking about?
Yeah, if these kids come back to school and listen to John Calipari, because he's a teacher, a motivator, and they come back, they could be dynamite next year. I mean, dynamite.
You know, one of the problems at a place like this sometimes is you're worried about who's coming in next year.
I know.
And whether they're better than you, and you might have to go just because you won't play as much because of who's coming in next year.
That's a great point, Mr. Sherman.
Thanks, Richie.
Kenny, I'll tell you. Wow.
Baseline jumper goes down for Turner, and Tennessee goes back on top.
Well, they're capable of making shots, man. Their record shows that. Their percentages show that. It was a good timeout by Rick Barnes.
Timeout, John Calipari. Vols up last minute of the first half.
This Valentine's Day, Zales invites you to bring the love. Shop our Valentine's Day specials now through February 14th to find a gift as brilliant and stylish as she is. Shop and save today at Zales, the Diamond Store.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
It's big-time players and clutch performers in the best college hoops rivalry. Duke, Carolina, Thursday at 8 on ESPN.
It is the greatest rivalry in college basketball. It has been for a long time, and it's 48 hours away. Duke and Carolina from Chapel Hill Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We showed you last time in the last 100 meetings between them. Duke's 150, Carolina's 150. As they say, my friend, something's got to give.
Something's got to give, man. You gonna get me a seat? You gonna help me out? I'll sit next to you. Maybe the stat man for you and Jay.
You as a stat man. I'll take a pass on that one, thanks.
Trying to show some patience here, but see, too much standing. You got to get ball movement and player movement.
5 on the shot clock. Lob, finish.
Look who set it up. Look who set it up. He's got savvy. He's got basketball feel. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting better and better as the season goes on.
Making plays when they need a play to be made. Shot clock turned off, end of the half.
Good effort by both clubs on the defensive end.
Turner with a three with a lot of time left on the clock. Shot goes down. That's the good news, but Kentucky gets a chance, and Green will knock one down.
Why did Green? He made the big shot against Vandy, too. from the city of brotherly love, when they're all celebrating. Nick Foles, baby. He goes from a backup to the MVP, and all is his bank account going to go ding-a-ling-ding like Danny's, like Jay's and Sets. Me, I get zilch.
Teams heated up a bit at the end of the half. Tennessee leads by 1. Rick Barnes is with Allison Williams.
Coach Barnes, both teams seemed to be better offensively as the half went on, but why did you feel like you guys were a bit disjointed at times offensively?
Well, it's a pretty ugly game to start, neither team, but I thought both teams they blocked some shots, and we had some looks we didn't finish, but we told our guys ugly's fine with us. We just got to keep doing what we do. We'll start making some shots, which we did, and but it's going to be a hard one. It is. It's going to be hard, but we just got to continue to stay with our plan. What we did these last 2 baskets, we shot it too early, and that was a heck of a shot, but the lob is something we talked about not giving up. We can't give those plays up.
What stood out to you on the defensive end?
Do what?
What stood out to you on the defensive end?
Well, again, we shrank the floor really good. We did a good job with that and broke some balls loose. We didn't get enough of it to capitalize on it, but with that, we made some plays, but then on the offensive end, we threw the ball away. We had a lob dunk. We dribbled the ball off. Too many turnovers that way.
Okay, Rick, thank you.
Allison, thank you. At half, Tennessee 27, Kentucky 26. The shot by Quade Green. And finishing the first half, Alfa Romeo halftime report coming up. The coach, Jay Will, and Chris Cotter after this.
It's Ram Truck Month, so long live the trucks with best-in-class 30,000 pounds of fifth-wheel towing and class-exclusive features like coil-link suspension for a smooth ride and Rambox storage. They don't just inspire passion, they help it grow stronger. Hurry in for a great deal during Ram Truck Month.
Now get an average $11,856 in total values on the 2018 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab.
You may reveal. And the rain continues.
Ooh. As the Earl of Sandwich, I dub thee the Sandwich.
Oh, well, Angelo.
There was a time when the next big thing in food was stuff between bread. Now, the next big thing is the Capital One Saver Card. Earn 3% cash back on dining, 2% on groceries, and 1% on all other purchases.
What's in your wallet?
It's big-time players and clutch performers in the best college hoops rivalry. Duke, Carolina, Thursday at 8 on ESPN.
Hiring was always a huge challenge. Endless hours on job sites with not a lot to show for it. Then, I found ZipRecruiter. They figured out hiring. I post my job, they put it all over the web, and they send me the right people, because their technology is smart. ZipRecruiter often sends me the right person in 24 hours.
The smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter, the preferred job site of college sports fans. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/champion.
For the UFC interim middleweight title, one of the best athletes to ever cross into this UFC octagon, Yoel Romero. The former UFC middleweight champion Luke Rockhold coming out to prove that he is still the best.
Oh, he's out! One of the greatest strikers in the history of the heavyweight division, Mark Hunt. This kid is a phenomenal talent and just a stud of an athlete.
Welcome to the Alfa Romeo Halftime Report.
Before we get to hoop here on the Alfa Romeo Halftime Report, we've got some breaking news. Football, less than 48 hours after losing the Super Bowl, Josh McDaniels, the offensive coordinator for the Patriots, opting not to accept the Colts head coaching position. For some reason, I think Coach Greenberg has more insight on this, he and Jake, than he's letting on. Maybe you should go on SportsCenter later on to talk about
that's the next head coach of the New England Patriots. That just makes sense.
Oh, wow. All right, tonight we'll find out more about this. Adam Schefter reporting it. He'll have more on SportsCenter tonight, 11 o'clock Eastern. Also, Cleveland's plan at the trade deadline, the greatest slam dunk contest ever. and the quarterbacks that are rising and falling in McShay's mock draft. Now to some basketball. Hello, everybody. Seth Greenberg, Jay Will, Chris Cotter here in studio. SEC games galore tonight, so we'll show you some highlights. Alabama taking on Mississippi State down in Stark Vegas. Colin Sexton, of course, Jay Will.
Hey, if you're not up on the ball screen, if you're not hedging, forcing him to change direction, he has the ability, hand down, man down, as Mark Jackson would say.
Then Sexton, after the miss, going to go the other way.
Freight train.
1-on-4. Come on!
Sexton's explosive, but I'll tell you, Nick Witherspoon from Mississippi State, he is hard to keep out of the lane.
Mississippi State's leading that game over on the SEC Network. South Carolina, Arkansas, ESPN2. Nice. Justin and I on the back door.
Arkansas denies every single pass, tries to turn you over in transition, but I love their senior guards. Macon, Beard, they are hard to keep out of the lane.
There's Macon with the steal in the and one. And then he's going to drain the three here. Look at everybody crashing down on the big fella down low.
A great patience, though, by the big to secure the ball, make a pass over the top.
And he's only a freshman. Dale Gofford having a terrific freshman season.
Let's go to Hinkle. Xavier and Butler. Quentin Gooden with the floater. Xavier up 10. This is going to be a tough road game for Xavier, coach. But Cantor here giving him a 9-point lead.
Yeah, Cantor, very good low-post player, but this Butler team can really pass the ball. And Keelan Martin, one of the toughest matchups in college basketball.
Butler hanging in there, down 5. Sean McDermott, again, here comes Butler. Hinkle's going bananas.
Butler also beat Villanova at Hinkle Fieldhouse.
Always a tough place to go play, always. Michigan taking on Northwestern. Wagner.
Maybe the best passing team in college basketball. They played 5 guys that can shoot the ball, and Wagner's really improved his ability to play out of the post and stretch the defense.
Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman had the game winner the other day against Minnesota, hitting the floater in the lane there. Michigan of 5 at that point. When we come back, Duke and North Carolina will face off once again Thursday on ESPN. We'll preview the game next.
This halftime report is presented by Alfa Romeo. Please, hold.
The running of the Bulldogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
I was made in the shadows of greatness, shaped by the hands of legacy, forged in the fires of racing. I've been challenged, tested, and proven. Whether it's on that track or off, the truth is, what you're made of is what you're made to do.
I'm going to start with some balayage clip-ins, then razor cut up to a blunt angled log. I'm dead, I'm back. It's gonna be everything.
What? He's gonna make your hair long, then cut it short to make it big.
Oh, okay.
What's the strongman?
It's a pea protein gluten-free pate.
It's a burrito filled with plants pretending to be meat.
Last night took an L, but you're not a bounce back.
What's an L? The rap singer took a loss, and now he's okay again.
Right.
Living large.
Living with his mama.
Likes long walks.
Doesn't have a car.
Entrepreneur?
Unemployed. Oh!
Yeah, you can get a mortgage that avoids PMI, but there's no way to avoid MIP on an FHA. Now,
Hey. This'll help.
Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans makes the complex simple.
Right.
Understand the details and get approved in as few as 8 minutes.
there's also origination fees and escrow accounts.
This takes care of it, thank you.
Rocket Mortgage, America's largest mortgage lender.
It's just a gray dot.
Drink, son? No, thanks. I'm still driving.
This halftime report is presented by Alfa Romeo.
It's players and clutch performers in the best college hoops rivalry. Duke, Carolina, Thursday at 8 on ESPN.
Alfa Romeo halftime report. Jay Will.
North Carolina, you fired up?
I'm always fired.
Smack the desk like you used to smack the floor.
He didn't do that. He didn't
Russell
guard
Westbrook
anyone.
every day I'm fired up, okay?
Coach Greenberg alongside Chris Cotter is here as well. So Duke and North Carolina Thursday at 8 o'clock. When you talk about Duke, and you've been talking to me about this all year long, they need to find their defensive philosophy, the identity.
Don't say the ook thing. That just...
Have they found it?
Just kills you.
Have they found it?
No, they haven't found it. Right now, their defense, really, their ball screen defense is absolutely horrific. And I don't want to hear about, well, they should be playing zone, because I'll show you their issues right here. Simple ball screen. Gary Trent Jr., you've got to tag the roller, and Wendell Carter, you got to get back into play right there. High ball, spread ball screen, easy pass to the front of the rim, no contest. Just not good enough. Double high ball screen right here. All you got to do is zone up by the backside, tag the roller, not there. Poor communication, no identity. Says, let's play some zone. Well, this is off a one pass. Ball goes right to the high post. No one moves. So, to me, when everyone talks about the Duke defense, right, they're a man team, they're a zone team. Whatever defense they play, they've got to play hard with a sense of purpose. They've got to compete. They've got to look for deflections, and they've got to contest shots. Man or zone. They have no identity.
You know, it's a habit of a young guard, just because I did this my entire freshman year. I stuck to screens like Velcro. So if the big is lacking in communicating to me which way the screen is coming, when I got hit initially with that screen, I was so darn tired throughout the course of the game, you kind of give up on the play. You learn your endurance the following year. Oh, I have to find a way to push through that, to get over the top, to be a little bit ahead of the game. I see a lot of their guards getting stuck to screens. If I were in North Carolina, I think Theo Pinson could be deadly in involving Duke in ball screens, because he's a guy that leads them in assists. He's a guy that will be able to come up those screens, get Joel Berry, get Kenny Williams wide open threes.
When you talk about Duke's defense, they certainly haven't had a hard time scoring the ball this year. And Bagley's a 2010 guy just waiting to happen. He's had a sensational freshman year. Can he lead Duke to the win at Carolina? Duke, by the way, has lost 2 out of 3. You know about that St. John's loss. Carolina has lost 3 out of 4.
How's Chris Humphreys in there? Look at that group.
Solid.
Beasley, Durant, Anthony.
For the
Humphreys.
Gophers. What to watch for? Tonight, 9 o'clock on ESPN, Michigan State at Iowa. Coach, Michigan State hasn't been struggling lately.
They have not struggled, especially on the defensive end. An elite defensive team, tough in transition. And Cassius Winston, averaging 7 assists a game, but more importantly, taking care of the basketball.
Jay Will, TCU at Kansas, 9 o'clock on ESPN2.
Yeah, the race to the Big 12 is getting more interesting by the second. Bill Self said his team needs to be more defensive-minded and tough. Also, Lugero Vic, first 13 games, he averaged 17.5 points per game. He has not scored 11 or more since.
Wow, so we got some good basketball coming your way still on ESPN and ESPN2. You're watching the Alfa Romeo Halftime Report.
That's all it is to add a line. With unlimited gigs. Well then, you get a line. You get a line. Hey you, what's your name?
It's Bill.
Bill, you get a line.
Bill, this switch is for you.
Switch for Bill.
Switch to Boost and get 4 lines for only $25 per line, each with unlimited gigs. All on the super reliable and super fast nationwide network. Plus, switch today and get up to 4 free phones.
Does she even know Bill?
She will now.
Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
It's the moments we share that mean so much. It's the little things that add up to something more. It's playing the game without knowing the score. And it's the place in our hearts filled by the ones we love. Franklin American Mortgage. It all begins with home.
I'm very sorry.
And we're gonna get the phone, his phone, out of view.
The important thing is that we're gonna make you better.
Okay, here's how to make butter. Pour 2/3 cup cold heavy cream.
Snickers satisfies.
The best years of your life. That's how college is often described. That flash of time when you set out and start to figure out who and where you were born to be. Trailblazer, risk taker, caretaker. The first time you feel a part of something bigger. And if you're lucky, those best years of your life, they last forever. Here, it just means more.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-684-9831.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-684-9831. Or visit SoClean.com today.
Welcome back to Rivalry Week, presented by Wendy's. Rupp Arena in Lexington. Low-scoring half, but trust us when we tell you they got hot to get it to 27-26. They scored more the last 4 or 5 minutes than they did the rest of the half. What do you think?
Well, it's all defense. See, I'm going to guard you right here. See, you're not getting shots off me, baby. I'll follow you everywhere. That's what happened. Knox only had 2 points in the half. Yeah. I mean, they got to get something out of Knox. He's a big-time player for them, and he's got to perform like he did against West Virginia if they're going to win this basketball game. This is a must-win, I really believe, at this time of the year for Kentucky. I think they have to win this game on their floor.
They're game back at Tennessee in the SEC standings. Vols are 7-3, Cats are 6-4. Time now for tonight's game flow, driven by Continental Tire. There wasn't a whole lot of flow in the first half, but Lamonte Turner came off the bench for Tennessee. He scored 11 to lead the Vols, and Quade Green came off the bench for Kentucky. He scored 10 to lead the Cats. Nothing came easy for either team. Both teams shooting 38% in the first half, and again, they both got hot to get to 38%.
You know, Knox was 0 for 4. You can't have a player with his talent going 0 for 4. His dilemma is getting free. He stands too often. He got to learn to move without the ball.
Played 18 minutes in the first half, had 2 points, 2 rebounds, and an early Kentucky turnover. Numbers for Tennessee, and the left-handed lay-in for Jordan Bone.
Well, they let him go right to the goal. Nobody stepped in front. Could have taken the charge right there on him. Quade Green should have been stepping right in front of me, just giving unmolested layup. I could have made that layup.
Tennessee's won 5 in a row. They've allowed only 58 points per game in those 5. Gilgeous-Alexander misses the corner 3. Richards cleans it up.
Here's a guy that's not getting the most out of his skills and talent and size.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about Tennessee, last 7 games, no one has scored more than 65 on them.
Floater, no. Rebound, Richards. A good start to the half for Nick Richards. Green getting the start in the second half.
He gives them an offensive threat. He's a big-time offensive player on the Scholastic level. He's had some great moments here in this type of day of the year.
Green starting in place of Hamidou Diallo here to begin the second half, and it pays off immediately.
Diallo's been, in their eyes, a little disappointing. There's no question. His athleticism, they can make shots, man.
Yeah, nice 17-footer there by Jordan Bone, and he's into... It's his second field goal of the game. He's got 4 now, and Tennessee goes back on top.
Well, you talk Bone, Bowden, you talk about Daniel. They're all capable
Turner.
of making shots.
Yep.
Turner, obviously.
They got options. Making Kentucky play 5-on-5 here in the half court.
See, now everybody's standing around watching them. Everybody's standing around.
Washington draws the foul on Williams, number 2 on Grant Williams, as we check in with Allison Williams.
Well, guys, ball movement was a main priority for Kentucky tonight, and they had 5 assists on their 10 makes in that first half. I talked to Coach Cal on his way back out to the court. He said he's happy with how they moved the ball, but they have to do a better job of posting it up and getting it inside like they just did there.
Washington, Allison, as you know, was such a key figure in that first game against Tennessee and really took it to Grant Williams in the first half, as we said.
Tell you one thing, Allison, you talk about hard working. She had the Louisville game yesterday when Syracuse gets a big win on the road. She had the game Saturday in Gainesville. She's here. I hope they're paying her triple time, man. She deserves it.
I just need to get Dickie V money, and then I'll be good. Hey, I didn't have to get on a plane between games, so I'm not complaining.
John Calipari is going to be complaining as they get beat down the court.
Yeah, you get beat down the court. That's no way that should be happening after a score. That's just pure hustle. This guy knows how to finish.
Richards fouled by Schofield.
I tell you one thing, Richards been a little active here in this half, as you said early in the half.
He's a guy, he starts, but in recent games he's played 10 minutes, 12 minutes. John Calipari has said he's going to pick the 5 guys who are competing the hardest, and those are the guys who are going to play on any given night. Resume doesn't matter. Talent doesn't matter. If you compete, you play. If you don't, you sit.
You know, these kids have to look in the mirror and simply say, you know what? Maybe another year is really worthy for us. We need that extra year. Now, you made a great point about the kids coming in. Will they play ahead of them?
Washington the kick. Washington the jumper.
It's a very physical team, and look at Tennessee as well. Deep, talented, guys that can play versatile roles.
Auburn on top of the SEC at 9-1 right now, ranked 8th in the nation. What a year Bruce Pearl's team is having. And then Tennessee 7-3, a couple of games back. This week's NBA Wednesday doubleheader. If you're a Kentucky fan, got Karl Anthony Towns for the T-Wolves in the first game. Got Devin Booker for the Suns in the second game. Great doubleheader, 8 and 10:30 Eastern Time on ESPN and the ESPN app.
I'm going to be doing an NBA game next week. I can't wait. I get the Celtics and the Clippers.
Wow.
Doc Rivers coming back to Boston. He was a hero one time.
Go Big Blue is the chant. 3 for Knox.
He's got to attack the rim. Utilize, he can do it. I've seen him in high school on TV. The kid can do it. He's too content wanting to shoot jump shots.
Schofield, look out. And the finish. Good luck getting in his way.
Well, he blew right by Knox. Knox was not there. It was a phantom defense. Little matador defense right to the goal. Hey, Jay Williams, you're up? Are you up listening to us? I want to know. Give me a report, Seth. Give me a report.
He seemed awake during halftime. Hopefully he's still awake.
Hope he's not sleeping out there.
Well, you know Jay will. I mean, for him, the ball's got to go in the bucket. That's Jay Will's kind of basketball, right?
Yep.
Blocked by Grant Williams. 8 on the shot clock. Do they recognize?
Good ball movement. That is great ball movement. Great ball movement. Tell you what, they didn't score, but that's the way you reverse the ball.
They're a little slow getting back, though. And they're fortunate Turner didn't knock down that 3.
Turner could have drove right to the goal for a layup, but he decided to go for the 3, the trifecta. You know, he mentioned Jay Will. I had a Kentucky game with Duke. He came into Meadowlands. He put on an incredible show. I will never forget it. I was going absolutely bananas.
And a foul on Tennessee to take us to immediate timeout. Early second half here with Robson. And it's a 3-point lead for the visiting Vols.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Wendy's Hamburgers, made with fresh, never frozen beef.
Giddy up. I teed up. Hit it, yeah.
What kind of SUV is that?
It's a new Buick Enclave. Fits up to 7 people. Or poodles.
He's actually a Bernedoodle.
We're home. Let's go.
That really makes it easy to unload all those little maniacs. Sure does. Hey, honey, we should get one of those and have like a ton more kids.
Love that. More kids.
Wendy, is that a new SUV?
A new Buick Enclave.
Looks like everybody likes her new Enclave.
Introducing the all-new Buick Enclave. Tomorrow's SUV for today's family.
There he is, your new brother-in-law. You like him. He's one of those guys who always smells good. His 5 o'clock shadow is always at 5 o'clock. You like him. Your mom says he's done really well for himself. He has stocks and bonds. Your dad wants to go fishing with him. Your dad doesn't even like fishing. You like your brother-in-law, but you'd like him better if you made more money than he does. Don't get mad at your brother-in-law. Get E-Trade.
This ladder is special. This first step, it's not even here. It's in the gym where the first practice was held. Climbing it takes months of twists and turns and tournaments. At its peak, you won't be 5 feet off the floor. You'll be on top of the world, holding the best trophy in all of sports. A piece of nylon. Continental Tire, for what you do. All right, let's have the confetti.
Right.
It can be hard to let go.
This is it.
But you got this with Total Wireless.
All right, text me when you get inside. I will. Don't forget. Love you.
Get the Samsung Galaxy S8 they love for a price you'll love. On the nation's largest and most dependable 4G LTE network. And the hard things become a whole lot easier. Move to Total Wireless. It's $25 per line for 4 lines. No contract. Total Wireless. Total confidence.
Welcome back to Rupp Arena. Super Tuesday on ESPN, presented by Boost Mobile. Tennessee trying to beat Kentucky for the second time this season. For more on the Vols, let's send it to Allison Williams.
Well, if you guys are ever on the Tennessee campus and you're looking for Rick Barnes, don't bother checking his office because he won't be there. He never is in his actual office on campus. Instead, he has set up a makeshift one on the practice court there. You can see at midcourt, the table there, that's where he spends his time, where he does all of his work. He does it for a couple different reasons. One is proximity. He wants to be close to where the players are. He also says he's more accessible that way. He feels like guys are more comfortable coming up, approaching him, having conversations with him. And frankly, he doesn't like the feel of an office. It's too stuffy, it's too dark. He'd rather be in the gym. So that's where he sets up. He says he's literally been in his actual office 3 times.
The play of the night for the Wildcats on the inbounds.
Great inbounds play. Great inbounds play. That'll get the crowd into it. A nice little inbounds play to lob over the top, and there's the jam. Can't teach that kind of bounce off the floor.
The Richards screen freeing up Knox, who can tie it with a made free throw.
So he's got to do a little bit more. He's got to attack. He's got to be in an attack mode. Tell you one thing, she mentions Rick Barnes and coaching. He's got an outstanding assistant in Rob Lanier. Terrific.
And today it's shoot-around. This was Rob Lanier's scout. Every team does it differently, but usually they rotate the assistants. Which game you're in charge of. You watch the tape. You tell the kids, the players about the other team's offense. And today was Rob Lanier. And I'll tell you, when Rob Lanier is running a practice, they listen. There's no messing around. He gets their attention.
He really does. He really was a really quality guy every time I've seen him. If I was there, I want the games out of Cupcake City because I don't want to be accused of losing the game.
That's right.
Kentucky could be in trouble, Rob.
Yeah.
Come on, Rob. You
Coach Lanier.
want to get those cupcakes, man.
You know, the assistant coaches work so hard. They don't get a fraction of the acclaim that the head coaches are awesome. But the assistant coaches, they're the ones watching tape till 3 in the morning. They're the ones
chasing
doing all the
recruits.
drills, recruiting.
And a fraction of what the head coach gets financially.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you who else who works hard. All the SIDs, man. Unbelievable the hours they put in. And they deserve a lot more money.
Tennessee turnover.
Tennessee a little bit out of sync right now. Little Mo switching maybe the side of the Cats. Again, we can't emphasize enough how this is a really vital game for Kentucky.
Auburn with a 2-game lead atop the SEC standings. Tennessee's at 7-3. 3 teams are at 6-4. Kentucky, Florida, and Alabama.
Offensive foul. You're not going to get away with that. Not going to get away with that. No way, shape, or form. John's a little shocked right there. Can't believe it. Yeah, he can't believe it. It was so obvious. Nicey with one eye.
And Kalia Jones to the bench as a result. And the coaching continues.
Pretty good spacing right there by Tennessee. Tough to give help when you're 15, 17 feet apart. Gets an illegal screen.
Grant Williams, I think he got called for reaching around the defender with his left arm.
You're right.
Trying to establish post position. So let's keep an eye on this now. That is 3 on Grant Williams.
It's probably going to take him out for a few minutes. They're going to full court pressure.
For the moment, Williams will stay. We'll see how it plays out.
Shea's really, I'd go right at Williams right now. Try to get the fourth, man. Try to get the fourth. So you got to be active in a post against them right now. They switch on the inside.
And an offensive foul.
Oh, John's furious. Uh-oh.
John Calipari right on the brink of a technical as Wenyen Gabriel got called for a moving screen.
Take a look right on the inside.
Crowd didn't like it as Gabriel and Williams collided.
That was big for Tennessee, I'll tell you that. Could have been 4 on Williams.
Instead, it's 3 on Gabriel. We've had 4 consecutive turnovers, 2 on each team, the last 4 possessions. It's been that kind of a night, except really for the last 4 minutes of the first half. Schofield rises up for a jumper, and Gilgeous-Alexander rises up for a rebound.
Tell you, he's been doing it all. Attacks the rim, finds open people.
Green, yes!
The best backcourt they have is playing those 2 guys together. Quade Green and Gilgeous-Alexander. Good things seem to happen when they're on the floor, Dan.
You know, and it's funny, you go back to December, Hamidou Diallo might have been their best player. He was putting up big numbers. Right now, he's on the bench, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander and Green who have brought them to their feet.
Well, you said it earlier. Production. You produce, you're going to play. You don't produce, you're going to sit and be an assistant coach on the pile.
Another Tennessee turnover.
Credit the ability of Kentucky to really rotate and play tough defensively. The crowd's work. This is a live crowd now. This is a crowd that just awakened Mr. Williams. They're awake now.
Exactly what John Calipari wanted from Big Blue Nation. Williams on the bench now with those 3 fouls. Kentucky momentum.
Oh, listen to the crowd now. They're chanting. Everybody's fired up. Nothing like point production to make that happen. Got me fired up.
Vanderbilt's got a mismatch. They're trying to get it to him. Bowden pushes him out, almost to the 3-point line, though.
He's very limited offensively, man. He's a dunker around the basket.
Green with the shot clock running down. Turner back to Bone. And a fresh 30 now for the Vols.
Neither club getting a lot of transition layups. Both clubs want to run, but they get back defensively. They don't move. I like the movement they're getting.
They're not a big ball screen team like so many teams are right now. Coach Barnes talking about it at practice today. He said it's keep cutting, keep moving, swing the ball, get everybody involved.
Yeah, they're really a lot about motion.
Schofield kept it alive, but Gabriel's got it for the Cats.
This guy likes to run. He likes to attack. He's an attacker. I like him. I like Quade Green. They are better off with Green and Gilgeous-Alexander around the perimeter.
And the freshman from Philadelphia heading to the line now for Kentucky. Really the dominant theme from Coach Calipari's press conferences this week. Here it is. Asking the fans here in Lexington, asking all Kentucky fans, but specifically the ones in the building, to help this team, to get loud and support this team.
We asked him why. Why now? He said, well, I do this usually once a year to try and get the fans to understand how we need them. He's done an amazing job here. You'd say anything you want. This guy has done an incredible job. In fact, I think he has spoiled them to the point of where they're used to so much great talent, success. We think about the players you mentioned earlier that have worn that uniform, and they wear it with pride and passion, because Kentucky basketball is about pride and passion.
Diallo in for Green, who gets a big ovation.
Now let's see how this mixture, maybe this wakes up Diallo. Wait, nothing like sitting on a pine to wake a player up. That'll get their attention.
Open look, Schofield.
Struggling shooting the ball. Didn't struggle in the last 3 games. Well, what a steal.
In and out for Bone. Alexander battling for the rebound.
Oh, they're battling, baby. Oh, they're battling. What an effort.
Look at the Tennessee bench explode after that effort.
What an effort. You talk about tenacity. You talk about aggressiveness. You talk about being active. Come on. That is legit, baby.
It's rivalry week, and it's a rivalry game in the SEC. Cats up 3 on the Vols.
That's all it is to add a line.
With unlimited gigs.
Well, then you're getting a line. And you get a line. Hey, you, what's your name?
It's Bill.
You get a line.
Switch to Boost and get 4 lines for only $25 per line, each with unlimited gigs. Plus, switch today and get up to 4 free phones.
Introducing the new Infiniti QX80. Infiniti, empower the drive.
Oh, manatees, AKA the sea cow. Oh, there's one.
Manatees in novelty tees? Surprising.
What's come at me, bro?
It's something you say to a friend.
What's not surprising? How much money Matt saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Feel. And the rain continues. Ooh. As the Earl of Sandwich, I dub thee the Sandwich.
Oh, well, Angelo.
There was a time when the next big thing in food was stuff between bread. Now, the next big thing is the Capital One Saver Card. Earn 3% cash back on dining, 2% on groceries, and 1% on all other purchases.
What's in your wallet?
For top quality floors at rock bottom prices, come to Floor & Decor.
If you love your wallet and you love your home, you have to go.
Hardwoods, laminates, tile, or stone.
The pros come here, I come here.
Hands down, the best place for floors, no question.
Floor & Decor.
You're watching the SEC on ESPN. Kentucky 38, Tennessee 35. Second half, here at Rupp Arena. In the huddle, John Calipari wired for sound.
Move over, Nick! Ready, PJ. Be ready, PJ. Step, Kevin. Step, Kevin. Great screen. Great screen. Way to go, PJ. Hey, how about Nick? How about Nick? How about Wenyon?
Well, great screen to Nick Richards, and how about Nick was for the screen. That got Knox the dunk on the inbounds play. So, you know, some weeks he's been really tough on them, and some weeks he hasn't been as tough. And this feels like one of the not tough weeks because he feels they need a pat on the back more than a kick in the behind.
Well, he told me that this morning on the phone. He said, I'm going to be really lovable. He's
real lovable. Be really lovable.
Lovable.
Should we ask the players if he's lovable?
I just asked his wife. He's a very lovable guy.
Bowden knocks him down to make it a one-point game.
When you equate what he did at Massachusetts, you bring him here where they got all the resources. No shock what he has done with this program. None whatsoever.
The ball in the hands of Gilgeous-Alexander on just about every possession for the Wildcats. Keeps the dribble alive, making good decisions. Shot fake, Knox. That was well done.
Really well done. Great shot fake to create space. Squared his body really well. I've seen him on TV, Daddy's from out of Tampa. This kid is way better than what we've seen. You saw the real Knox against West Virginia.
34 points in that comeback win against the Mountaineers a week ago Saturday.
I think Quadric Green's going to get on the floor. He was 6 for 8 coming off the bench. He scored 15 points. He gave him such a lift. And I thought there was real good rhythm with he and Gilgeous-Alexander.
Diallo came in a couple of minutes ago. Green getting a breather. Meanwhile, Tennessee going extended minutes now without Grant Williams, who went to the bench about 3 minutes ago with his third foul.
Well, he's trying to save him for the stretch drive. He's hoping we can just stay close.
And they've been choppy at the offensive end ever since.
Really not getting any post presence with Grant Williams on that sideline. See, right now you're Kentucky. You got to make that pay with Williams on the sideline. You got to really come here with each possession, get a good shot. I think we can see a little spurt by Knox. Sometimes you make that one little jumper get you going.
Driving, pull up, and a one-handed rebound ripped down by Schofield.
That's a major league rebound right there. He's got some body. What a physical specimen. The Admiral.
Yeah. If you and I combined tried to arm wrestle that guy,
wow,
no shot.
Combined? Me? Me?
You, me, and 3 of our friends.
Wow.
Cotter, Williams, and Greenberg. No shot. Admiral wins.
I could have arm wrestled with Rosie O'Donnell. Are you kidding me?
Schofield banks it home, and it's a one-point game.
Off the glass, not letting him get away. Just hanging until they can get Williams back on that floor. I think John's got to make a move and get Quade Green on the floor. I really do.
Scoop by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He makes things happen. He likes to make big plays, not afraid. Had that 30-point game you mentioned against Vanderbilt. They needed them all. That was an incredible, lucky win. 2 seconds to go, foul, 65 feet from the goal, and they tie the game up and go to OT and win it.
He's just got nice pace to him. He's got a way of getting where he needs to get. As Bowden knocks down a 3 to tie the game at 42, 7 for Bowden, and a trio of Wildcats at the scorers table, including Quade Green.
Tell you one thing, when you got guys like Bowden and him who can make the 3, that's such a lift for a coach. It gives you that momentum. It gets everybody fired up. Oh, nice steal. Nice steal defensively. Oh, yes.
He enjoyed the 3, but he liked that 2 just as much.
Yeah. 5 quick points. What about it?
And Williams getting ready to check back in. So you said, momentum Kentucky, and all of a sudden a 3, a steal, a dunk, and Tennessee's got the lead.
This would be a major win on the road if Tennessee can get it to sweep Kentucky.
Wow, look at that move by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's doing it all, Dan. He's doing it all. People up in Canada are jumping with joy. They're saying he's one of ours, baby. Oh, he's making people proud. Is he earning PT? He's earning a lot of playing time by producing.
He hardly comes out. Ever since the Green injury, when Gilgeous-Alexander took over, he hardly leaves the floor. Bowden misses the 3. Richards with a good rebound.
Nice play by Richards. He's giving him a lot of help here.
Kentucky looking for the lead. And Knox is fouled before the shot.
But Knox did a good job attacking the rim off the bounce. He's got to do more of that. Attack, attack, attack.
Second foul on Bowden. And Quade Green checks back into the game for Kentucky. Grant Williams comes back into the game for Tennessee, and it's bonus here for Knox. All right, feels like we just kind of entered the beginning of the stretch run here, Dick. 8:25 to go. It's tied. Green and Williams back in. Knox misses the front end. Pivotal miss.
We keep saying about young kids, Diallo practiced all last year with the team.
Right.
So he's not really a true freshman. He's been experienced. Has not produced. Quade Green has tonight.
Good look for Schofield, not there, and Richards another rebound. Good minutes in the second half for Nick Richards.
Yeah, very positive. Send screens, rebounding, do the things they would like a big guy to do.
8 rebounds in the game.
This guy's a attacker, man. He knows how to score. Oh, nice ball movement.
Knox way off on the 3. Tennessee's running. Turner will lay it in.
Nobody back. Transition defense. John's very upset with that. You got to get back defensively. Great leak out by Tennessee. Excellent pass. Excellent finish.
It's the Gilgeous-Alexander show for Kentucky.
I mean, he just went right to the goal. Rick Barnes can't be happy with that. Nobody stopped his drive. I mean, he's keeping them where they are right now. Gilgeous-Alexander, man, is a PTPer. He's a 3S man. Super, scintillating, sensational. Like my partner here, Danny Schulman. 2 Canadians dominating the action.
He's doing Canada proud, isn't he?
So are you.
Thank you, sir. Williams spins.
Oh,
nice
what a
look.
pass. What a pass. Wow. Great feel. Understanding where his teammate is.
That basket is still shaking. That rim is still shaking after that jam.
Win or lose, this is a quality Tennessee team that a lot of people aren't going to want to see during March Madness.
Timeout Kentucky with 6:40 to go. Trading buckets here in the second half. Shea, Gilgeous-Alexander doing a little bit of everything for the Wildcats. Williams finds his buddy Schofield. No doubt about that one.
Will no longer watch from the shadows.
10 days.
The Black Panther lives.
Long live.
Let's go!
The king.
Don't freeze. I never freeze.
Rated PG-13, February 16th.
What is this?
When we love someone, we want to do right by them. But some things we can't control, like snoring. Introducing TheraVent Anti-Snore Strips. Clinically shown to reduce snoring. TheraVent. The answer is right under your nose.
Buckle up for the preeminent Tobacco Road Classic. It's Duke versus Carolina. It's big-time players and clutch performers in the best college hoops rivalry. A sonic blockbuster that's 2 shades of blue. Duke and Carolina, Thursday at 8 on ESPN.
I am the new Honey Hot Glazed Chicken Strip Basket only at DQ. I make sports bar wings want to go cry to their celery sticks. I am sauced and tossed with a sweet heat that'll make your mouth want to kiss you on the lips. Because I'm not fast food. I am fan food.
On Travel Channel, all new Expedition Unknown.
Every legend takes me on an epic adventure. Here we go. From the world's wonders, Stonehenge, and submerged secrets of the Vikings, to Butch Cassidy's Wild West. It's the adventure. Let's go find it. That's legendary. Oh, God! Now, how do we get out of this thing?
All new Expedition Unknown, tomorrow at 9 on Travel Channel.
Dentec knows teeth grinding can feel like 250 pounds of pressure. Stop the painful grind with Dentec Dental Guards. Dentec's snug top layer and protective bottom layer end the grind. Protect with Dentec.
Chris Cotter in studio. Xavier at Butler. Bulldogs down 3. Kamar Baldwin buries it with under 10 seconds left to go. Hinkle goes nuts. They go into overtime between those two teams in the Big East. Time to flip the switch as we check in on Miles Bridges as he warms up. Carver Hawkeye Arena. It's brought to you by Boost Mobile. Sparty's won 6 in a row. Hawkeyes and Spartans coming up next on ESPN. Dan?
Chris, thank you. Looking forward to that one, along with Dickie V here at Rupp Arena. Good game here, heating up in the second half, but you're putting your reporter's hat on now. You got some breaking news, right?
Yeah, I got a little news right here. Hey, I just got a text message. That Michael Porter Jr. was slam dunking after their shoot-around, and Quanzo Martin told our guy, Tom Hart, told him, don't be surprised if he plays this year. Wow. Let me tell you, if that kid plays, he is a Bagley. He is an Aiton. He's one of those special players. What an unbelievable boost that would be for Missouri and for the SEC.
Meanwhile, 2-point lead, Tennessee, 6.5 to go. Tennessee trying to take both regular season matchups from Kentucky for the first time in 18 years, and they've lost 10 in a row in this building.
See, here's where coaches now show you who really the guys they believe and trust.
Richards keeps it alive, out of bounds to Kentucky. With a timeout on the floor, 6:10 to go. It's been a battle tonight, and it's not over yet.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Boost Mobile and in part by the Quicksilver Card from Capital One. Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back every purchase, everywhere.
That's all it is to add a line. With unlimited gigs. Well then, you get a line. You get a line. Hey you, what's your name?
It's Bill.
Bill, you get a line.
Bill, this switch is for you.
Switch for Bill.
Switch to Boost and get 4 lines for only $25 per line, each with unlimited gigs. All on the super reliable and super fast nationwide network. Plus, switch today and get up to 4 free phones.
Does she even know Bill?
She will now. Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
You may reveal. And the rain continues.
Ooh. As the Earl of Sandwich, I dub thee
the Sandwich.
Oh, well, named.
There was a time when the next big thing in food was stuff between bread. Now, the next big thing is the Capital One Saver Card. Earn 3% cash back on dining, 2% on groceries, and 1% on all other purchases.
What's in your wallet?
If you told me a year ago where I'd be right now, I would have said you were crazy. But so began the year of me. I discovered the true meaning of paperless discounts and the indescribable rush of saving drivers an average of $620.
Why does fear feel so good?
I fell in love 3 times. Once with a woman, once with a country, and finally, with myself.
So do you have anything to declare or not?
Isn't that what I'm doing?
Back in Lexington, let's take a look at how tonight's teams are planning for success. Brought to you by Northwestern Mutual. We'll go back to Dickie V's keys at the beginning of the game. Tennessee getting it done, very efficient in the paint, not shooting the 3 well. Normally they do. Kentucky 7 assists on 16 field goals, better than recently. Still not nearly where John Calipari wants it, but he's got to be happy with Quade Green today.
Yeah, Quade Green really is a difference maker. He and Shea on the perimeter have been sensational. They've been there. Well, that tandem has been the reason that Kentucky is where they are right now with 6:10 on the clock. I mean, those 2 guys driving the basket. I am surprised that they're able to get to the rim that easily against a very physical and a good defensive team like Tennessee.
Kentucky ball down by 2.
Don't forget the job that Richards has done, keeping balls alive, rebound, second half. This kid's not afraid to make plays, man.
Gilgeous-Alexander, corner to Washington, 10 to shoot. Richards, 15-footer. And a good seal there by Bowden to keep Gabriel off the glass.
They got a good shot, but he's not really a strong shooter from that area. Over the ball screen. Don't see that often out of Tennessee offensive sets.
And away from the ball, a foul on Richards as we check in with Allison.
Well, guys, for Tennessee, it is all about finishing strong and playing strong in the final minutes here. The guys were told to go up strong after the ball, be physical on defense, leave it all out there and give it everything they can. And, you know, this is a relatively young team for Tennessee, but, man, they have such clear leaders. There was so much conversation between players, hyping up one another, coaching one another up. They are such a vocal group.
And a together group. The foul not on Richards. It was on Washington, his 4th. P.J. Washington to the bench. He's got only 2 points tonight.
Tell you one thing, right now, this club here struggling shooting threes. They get 4 for 19 from the 3. They're normally very good.
They're 40% as a team on the season.
This game could come down to the charity stripe. Really can. You want to put the ball in the hands of this guy right here. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
You just can't speed him up. That wanted a foul on Daniel, 9 to shoot.
They're better when these 2 guys are together. Green and Gilgeous-Alexander.
Green out there, ball's loose and belongs to the Vols. A real tangle up behind the play between Gabriel and Alexander, but everybody's okay. And now another foul on Kentucky away from the ball. This will be on Nick Richards.
I think Richards on that and Williams. No. Look at Cal. Look at Cal doing a little dance on that sideline. You think he's earning his cash today?
16 foul on Kentucky. Next one puts the balls on the line.
Oh, they held up. They held Williams as he cut into the goal. Would have had a layup. That was a good hold because he had himself a layup. They got good ball movement. They get a lot of motion offensively, Tennessee.
And that's the fourth on Gabriel. So Washington, who's got 4, is going to come back in for him.
Tell you one thing, they've done an excellent job, though, Kentucky containing Williams. Because I've seen Williams play, and I'm telling you, he is so efficient when he gets the ball inside, and they've been keeping the ball away from him.
74% free throw shooter. He knocks down the first.
Seems always very poised, very calm. I have a lot of those qualities, very calm
you got a lot of
poised.
that. you just hide it well. You're calm on the inside. 4-point lead. Largest lead of the game for Tennessee.
They're going to stay in front of this guy. This guy wants to create some more penetration.
You know what's amazing about this game, Dick? And I guess it's been low scoring, but the whole game, did Williams just get called for his fourth? The whole game has been played in a 7-point window. Tennessee hasn't led by more than 4. Kentucky hasn't led by more than 3. And it is indeed the 4th foul on Grant Williams. So each team with a key player with 4. Washington for Kentucky, Williams for Tennessee. Gabriel's got 4 for Kentucky as well. He's on the bench.
I think they'll take him out. Take him out for a minute or two. Yeah, he's going to take him out.
And they go small. Admiral Schofield now moves really into the power forward position, which he played a lot last year, playing more on the wing this year.
And they got Alexander, the big guy, as well. Free throw line's going to be big here. Got to make free throws. You get an idea right now who the players are the coach really believes in.
This guy at the line is one of the guys Coach Calipari believes in. Earlier this year, called him their toughest player. He makes them both, and now he'll sit for a while with 4s. Vanderbilt's back in. Here comes the noise again.
It's amazing. Washington goes out. You don't see Diallo on the floor. He's like be their star that we're all talking about preseason.
Bone gets the switch. Vanderbilt on him.
Kentucky switching.
Now Richards on him. Baseline. Jumper not there. Kentucky can tie or take the lead.
Tell you one thing. Quade Green's always in an attack mode. He is too.
Nice look.
Oh, what great look.
Green left it just a little bit short.
They got the shot they wanted. 2-man play by the 2 excellent guards. I really like that tandem. Now they need a defensive stop. Oh,
stolen away by Vanderbilt.
Give it back. Give it back. They should have given it back. He took it in anyway.
They'll get it anyway to tie it at 50.
Those bounce pass, Quade. Great hustle right there.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Big game right now. Kentucky needs this W. 6-4. They need it for psychological reasons. They're home. They don't lose too often on this floor, Dan.
They need it in the standings as well. Green the miss, Vanderbilt the follow, and it's tied.
Barbecue Pringles? Pizza Pringles.
You made barbecue pizza.
Wow.
Add a jalapeno.
Spicy barbecue pizza.
Wow.
Wow.
Stacked flavors, make new ones.
The rules of aging are changing. New jobs at any age, crushing it at every stage. Numbers don't define us. 25, 45, 65 is a state of mind. Dreams to seize, more opportunities, disrupting aging. Behind all this changing is AARP, opening doors for you, for me. Too old, too young, nuh-uh, we're in this as one. So let's take on today and every day with AARP, real possibilities.
Drink some?
No thanks. I'm still driving.
When it comes to showing love, some use rose petals. At Papa John's, we use pepperonis. A lot of pepperonis. We're using 2 whole layers of them on our large or pan dual-layer pepperoni pizza. Available now for just $10.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Yeah. Hey. I teed up. I didn't see no speed bump. Yo, I teed off. Hit it, yeah. Drop the top and screeched off. They ticked off. They ticked off. My bad. We teed up. I teed up. Giddy up. I teed up. Hit it, yeah.
Chris Cotter back in Bristol. Overtime, Xavier and Butler. Of course, you're going to go to Trayvon Blewett. Look at that distance. 26 points for Blewett right now. Xavier, 15 seconds away from surviving at Hinkle. Coming up next on ESPN, Michigan State. They've won 6 games in a row. Inside Carver Hawkeye taking on the Hawkeyes. Jaren Jackson and Cassius Winston. That ball moves around so well offensively for Michigan State. And Tom Izzo hoping to get the W. They're coming up next.
Chris, thank you. Time now to take a look at who's flipping the switch. Brought to you by Boost Mobile, and it's been Quade Green off the bench, getting a lot of minutes tonight for Kentucky, and deservedly so. He's been a real game changer for the Wildcats.
He has given him an incredible lift. He's done this a number of times this year. He really has. Makes some mistakes along the way, but I wouldn't mind that with that kid.
Williams back in for Tennessee with 4 fouls. Schofield tripped. 3-on-1. Count it.
That's what he's got to do more of. Attack the rim off the bounce. Attack the rim off the bounce. John Calipari, man, working that sideline. You talk about pouring your heart out into a game. Nice steal right here. Right to the rim. Go up strong.
And John Calipari loving that sequence. Knox gives Kentucky the lead. And a chance to add 1 more.
Nice play right there by Knox. He was a Scholastic superstar out of high school. People were projected earlier this year, top 10 in the NBA draft. He's got to work to get that stock up.
8 of his 10 in the second half. Bowden baseline. Richards has to come over and give the foul.
Well, good foul by Richards. Great job rotating over. He had a little layup right there. He had a layup until Richards came over. Going to make him convert on the free throw line. What a year this year in the SEC. They're going to be so proud. All their executives. It's been a dynamite year. One great game after another.
Did well in the Big 12 SEC Challenge.
They
won
won
6
it.
of the 10.
They won it, yeah.
Very friendly bounce there for Bowden to make it a 1-point game.
Face guarded on the inbounds of the ball. He's very calm, this kid with the ball. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does not panic with the ball. He wants it. He has great vision. He has a terrific size. He looks over the defense.
And he draws the foul. Third on Bowden, 10th team, so 2 shots the rest of the way for UK.
Make free throws now, man. It becomes really big. Really big. You're up 1, could go up 3 here.
He's 83% on the season.
Waves that swan, follow through. I love seeing kids earn PT. He has earned it. No reputation's got him on the floor. He came here and he produced and got himself to where he has become a catalyst for this team.
Well, you can make a really good case. He's their most indispensable player.
Absolutely. Very good case.
John Calipari certainly getting the noise he was asking for, although Bowden will quiet him just a bit.
Having a tough time, though, getting the ball inside to Williams. He's really having a difficult time. Kentucky's done an excellent job keeping the rock away from him.
Williams has attempted only 3 shots in this game. It's
can't
remarkable.
Get the ball.
1 for 3, he's got 8 points.
Almost had a strip there. Got to stay in front of him, and it's tough to do. You can't stay in front of him. Things happen.
And he draws another foul.
He makes that happen. Doesn't give you that great speed. He's very deceptive with his first step.
Nice change of pace.
Yep. Good tempo to his game.
Fourth on Bowden.
And the big thing, as you said, Dan, he converts at the charity stripe. Love having guys shooting in the 80s, going to the line, having the ball in their hands late in the game. He has become the star of stars of the Cats.
Sixth man at the beginning of the year, but got starters minutes.
Tony Barbie doing a little coaching on the sideline, talking to John Calipari.
Richards got taken down, and he's slow to get up, and the officials will stop play.
He banged his head, actually. He hit his head as he went to the deck.
John Calipari is saying, look at the monitor, as if maybe there was a forearm or an elbow or something in there. You can see there's the motion. He says he got a forearm shiver. And we'll see if the officials decide to have a look.
They're talking right now. They're going. They're going to the monitor. John Calipari wins that baby to get him to that monitor. I mean, John Calipari, the sideline, has been unreal. His animation, his enthusiasm and energy.
Yeah, let's take a look. I think Alexander got him. We might get a better look here.
I don't think it was any intent.
I don't know. I don't think it was Alexander, actually.
There was no intent there.
No.
None whatsoever.
They cannot go to the monitor when there was no call and say, that's a common foul. They can say there's a flagrant foul, but I don't think there's anything there.
No, I don't see any flagrant, none whatsoever. Not even close.
It was tough to see. There were two volunteer players there. There are all kinds of tangled arms, and they're not calling anything. Play on. That's the correct call.
Good bit of officiating right there.
Yeah.
Good bit of officiating.
You can't blame John Calipari for asking.
No, why not? Got nothing to lose.
Yeah, the correct call was no call.
Every possession now becomes goal. You Tennessee, you want to sweep them now for the first time since when? 98, 99.
Snap a 10-game losing streak here if they win tonight.
Last time they won, it was 2006. Mr. Basketball at Kentucky beat him. Chris Lofton with 31, 7 threes.
Inside 2 minutes to go in a one-possession game.
Oh, they want to get it to Williams. And look at him playing. They tried to get it into him.
Vanderbilt called for the foul. 1-1 coming for Williams.
Tried to beat him to in the post area. Trying to get him in denial down there in the post to front him. He really spreads that body well. He uses that rear end, wide body. See, and he gets low. I love the fact that he gets down sitting low so he can explode. Too many guys are too straight up and down.
And John Calipari will bring P.J. Washington back in and try him on Williams.
He's got 4 fouls. They both got 4. We said free throw line's going to be big.
Tennessee a perfect 7 of 7 from the line in the second half. Nervous time for Big Blue Nation.
Mailbox time. Drugstores are getting hit with all kinds of sales. With the mailbox going, man, big time.
They've had a lot of games like that here. Beat Texas A&M by 1 here back in January. A no call went on their favor. Vanderbilt in overtime. Florida lost by 2. A no call that went against them. Every game's gone down to the wire, it seems here. I don't know if I've ever done a game where the whole game's been played in a 7-point window. Tennessee hasn't led by more. Kentucky has led by more.
Wide open.
Turner for 3.
Oh, what a big 3. They're jumping with joy down there in Knoxville.
Nearly a steal by Bowden. Now will Kentucky call a timeout or not? Looks like John Calipari is going to let them play.
He's going to let Gilgeous-Alexander. He's going to try to win it right here.
He's in some trouble, and the Vols have it.
Oh, this could be a killer. This could be a killer. You know, it's sad. The last two possessions, Gilgeous-Alexander, after having a brilliant game, he tried to create stuff that wasn't there. Game's not over yet, man. 4 seconds, 3-point game. See, right now, I do not let them shoot the three, even though they're a bad shooting team.
We'll revisit that in a moment. Also, after the turnover by Gilgeous-Alexander, it was as if everybody stopped playing, except Schofield got down the court, got the long pass, and dunked it home.
Good call, Dan.
And you're right. This game is not over. They've got 4.1, and a 3 ties it. But you're saying, again, we'll get to it in a moment. Here's Turner, and he was looking for options. The shot clock was running down, and he just buried one.
Well, he's an offensive machine off the bench for them. See, right here, they turned the ball over. I'm telling you now, if you're Tennessee, here comes the slam. You don't want them to shoot the three.
So you foul.
You foul, absolutely. I saw the game with Oklahoma when Trae Young and company got beat. They hit a 3. It was Oklahoma State. And ended up beating them.
Just got to be careful, obviously, not to do it in the act of shooting.
Absolutely,
you want to foul earlier than that, so.
Coaches obviously work on that in practice. I mean, that's got to be a part of your practice, special team situation.
Now Rick Barnes will use a timeout. By the way, how much fun was it that on those last 2 possessions before all this, neither coach called a timeout?
Absolutely.
Rick Barnes let him play, and then John Calipari let him play.
Well, Roy Williams does that a lot down North Carolina. It's 2 different philosophies. Some believe they want to control the play. Others want the play to happen within the flow of the game.
Sports Center coming your way a little bit later on tonight after Michigan State, Iowa here on ESPN. What are the Cavs going to do? Boy, it has been a tough stretch for Cleveland the last month or so. What's up for them with the trade deadline looming? Why is Kentucky struggling offensively? And news out of the NFL, Josh McDaniels turning down the Colts, staying with the Patriots. How about that?
There's going to be some tears out of there. Look at the big Blues. Oh, they're not a happy-looking group right there. Why they're struggling? Very simple. Number 1, they're not as talented as they've been in the past. Number 2, the league is a lot tougher than in the past. Let's watch right here what they do.
Length on the ball for Tennessee and Alexander. Vanderbilt will inbound. Will Tennessee foul?
Put some pressure on to take some time off that clock.
Washington. Gilgeous-Alexander, and they do foul before the shot with .8 left. So if you're Rick Barnes, that went about as well as it could go, right?
Smart. Really well coached. Rick Barnes has been around the block, man. He's won wherever he's been. He's won when he was at Texas. Providence did a great job. Clemson.
Bowden has fouled out.
It's a big-time win if they get this win. Tennessee to sweep Kentucky and to beat them here in Lexington when they knew they were going to get their best shot, because let's face it, John Calipari has a way of getting the most out of people, especially after a loss.
And the officials at the monitor again, and I would imagine this is to confirm how much time should be on the clock.
Absolutely.
Because .8, 1.2, for a huge difference, obviously. So we'll take a look and see if they put any time back on. Kentucky wants all they can get.
Now the critics of fouling will say, watch out. If he misses the foul, rebound, scores.
Foul is right about there. I don't know. I think they got it pretty much
right.
on.
I think it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I don't think they're putting much on, if any. Don't forget, Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern here on ESPN, college basketball's best rivalry and a sonic blockbuster. It's number 9 Duke, number 21 North Carolina in the Dean Dome, and it's a part of Rivalry Week presented by Wendy's. There may be better weeks on the calendar than Rivalry Week, but none come to mind right now.
Absolutely. It's very special. I know we're going to have a special one on Saturday as well with Michigan State and Purdue. I mean, I think when you look at the number 1 seeds right now, you're looking at certainly Villanova, Virginia, and Purdue look almost a lot. I think if Michigan State can beat Purdue, they can get right there where a solid possible choice for that number 1 seed. Even though, let's face reality, everybody's doing their bracketology, everybody all over. Bottom line is there's a lot of basketball yet to be played.
All right, review is over and will any time be put back on.
I don't think they should.
Oh,
I think
up to 1.3.
Wow,
okay.
How did they get that, Dan?
So
How did they get that?
Kentucky likes that. So first things first, Gilgeous-Alexander looking to knock down the first free throw.
I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all.
And now the job for Tennessee belongs to Williams and Alexander to try to block out and not let Kentucky get this offensive rebound.
He's trying to miss deliberately. He did.
And Tennessee's going to win it.
Absolutely. What a great win for Rick Barnes and his kids. Tenacious, tough. What a year to have it. 13 predicted preseason in the SEC. Give me a break.
And they're in second.
Wow.
For the first time since 1999, Tennessee beats Kentucky twice in the regular season. And they did it. It was a battle here tonight. It wasn't a masterpiece. It was a gritty affair. And Tennessee taking advantage of those two late turnovers. Schofield with a big slam. And the Vols win it 61-59 to move to 8-3 in the SEC.
Did a tremendous job defensively down the stretch. They really contained at the end Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, who was brilliant for the entire game. He and Quaddy Green, unbelievable.
Allison Williams is standing by with Tennessee's Lamonte Turner.
Thank you, Dan. Lamonte, I have to ask you, what was it like in those final minutes? Coaches don't call the timeouts. The clock is winding down. You're able to get the shot off. What's it like to be able to play in those moments?
First off, I'd like to give all glory to God. You know, without God, none of this would be possible. But, I mean, the closing minutes, you know, Coach trusts me with the ball in my hand. So, you know, he looked at me, we made eye contact, and he knew not to call the timeout. And I was able to knock down the shot.
What was it like playing in such a tightly contested game from start to finish?
Yeah, it was a good game. You know, we expected a fight, you know. Coach Cal, you know, he's really pushing his guys to compete, and I think they really did a great job of competing. You know, it was a great game. We knew it was going to be a dogfight coming in, man. We was ready.
It certainly was. This is the first time since 98-99 that you have swept the season series with Kentucky. What does that mean for your team and say about your program?
I mean, we just, you know, Coach always talk about standard. We just trying to, you know, raise our standard and continue to just compete and, you know, focus on one game at a time. You know, it's great to come in here and get a win. I know we haven't won here in a long time, you know, so it feels good.
Lamonte, thank you.
Thank you.
Allison, thank you. They're good. They're legit. They're 15th in the nation, and they just beat Kentucky for the second time this year, 61-59 here at Rupp. Thanks for watching tonight from Lexington. For Dick Vitale, Allison Williams, and our crew, I'm Dan Schulman saying so long. Michigan State, Iowa with Dan Dockich and Molly McGrath. Here's Dave.